So welcome and congratulations, Terry, for joining QVA. And we are so happy and excited to be working with you. And today we will be doing a round robin style interview. So we have seven lovely VAs, 2, 4, 6, 7, eight actually.
Yeah.
Sorry. So we have Leah Hona, Errol, Jana, Audrey, Hannah, and the two other profile is associated with the two VAs. And we also have Isabella here. Okay, so let's get started. But before you say your questions, Terry, I would appreciate if you can tell us a little bit of your background, your personal and your business background, please. So we would know more about you. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you so much. So my name's Terri, as you know. I live in Western Australia. Just to give you a little bit more insight into where I live in the centre of the country almost, in a place called Kalgoorlie, which is the gold mining centre for Australia almost. So my husband works in gold mining. So he works like a kilometre underground. So we live here for that reason. We live here because of his contract business. The good thing about my business is that I can coach from anywhere in the world because my clients are all online. And I am a mum. So I have 3 daughters myself, and my husband has 3 children. So they're all adults, pretty much adults now. So none of them live at home anymore. I have a dog called Ted, who's not here. He's usually sitting next to me, but he's not here at the moment. But that's just a little bit about me. I've got 2 daughters that are DJs. One that's a famous DJ. She's been traveling America. So I'm a very proud mum. And I say, yeah, it's like people say, where did your daughter get her talent, her musical talent? It wasn't from her mum, but I talk about my children because they inspire me. I inspire them and they inspire me. And I bring a lot of this across into what I do with my business is, I'll use stories about my girls. I'll use stories about different things that I'm really connected into to help my clients see that they should connect into what they're passionate about. So I'm a very passionate person, and I really like to put that across to my clients. So I've been a business coach for about 18, 19 years now. And I've done a lot of contract coaching. So for 10 years, I spent a lot of time in Bali, contract coaching. So I was running a program over there for somebody else, and I loved Bali. I loved going over there. I loved the culture. I mean, it was really, really awesome. So in December, I decided to relaunch my own coaching because I'd been doing that myself. So I relaunched my own coaching program, which is my business that I currently have. So where I've had virtual assistants before, like probably for about the last 12 years, I've had support. I had a beautiful girl that was working with me. She was my only virtual assistant. She unfortunately had an accident and wasn't able to continue with me, which was very sad. But, then I've had a gap contract coach come into now where I'm building my team back up again. So I have got others. So what I love about the connection with this organisation is that you come in with a level of experience. You're coming in with something. I'm not starting from scratch and looking to train you from the beginning. It's like you've got a level of knowledge or experience in what you've already done. So that's why I'm super excited. So that's a little bit about me, but my vision for my business is to be able to just help my clients get the most, to achieve their goals. Ultimately, that's my vision of my business, is my clients are successful. My part of that vision is my team are successful. It's like we are family. Anyone who comes to work with me, this is family. It's not like I am the boss at the top and you work for me. That's not how I work. We are a family. We work together. It is seen as our business. So even though we've all got different roles in the business, and we just look at it, well, what is working, what's not, what can you bring to the business that is going to help the clients? You know, I look for you to tell me what you think can improve, and not always me say, do this, this, and this, and this. So even though, you know, whoever comes in with me will have a set role, it also is, well, what do you think would work better? So I'm looking for some people that want to be able to help me make it better for you and for them, for the clients as well. So like I said, family is a big thing for me, as you know. That's why I speak about my daughters. So you've come in as part of my family. So if you're up for that game, then we will start on some questions. Sound good?
It's so lovely, Terri. We actually do the same here in QVA. We have a little family since we just turned 1 last October. So yeah, we are grateful with these lovely VAs. We call them angels, actually. They've been helping, growing the QVA. So yeah, thank you for sharing, Terri. I appreciate you, and thank you for the offers that you have a great offers to your clients. So that's a great thing for us to help you out. And I would definitely vouch for these VAs that they have been trained with Jason's system. So it's just a little bit more of training your system so they can they can go through. All right, so let's get started. So as I mentioned earlier, feel free to mention their names, and then they will answer each of your questions.
So so you might have to help me with names, that's all.
For sure. So I'll just turn off my video so they won't get distracted, and then I'll just stay here. So we have Jenna, Isabella, Leahona, Errol, Hannah, Audrey, and Charmaine. Are you able to see them on your screen?
Yeah, I can see Hannah's just gone off for a second, but I get that that can happen. All right, well, it's going to be the same question for everyone, and I'm not going to ask lots of questions, because to me it's like, if we feel that there's a connection between us, and I feel that, you know, your passion is there, if you all show that, it's going to be a very hard decision for me to make as to who actually I choose. So my question is, and Jana, I'll start with you just because you're next to me on the screen. And this will be the same question for all of you. So you can answer, and then like Hannah's next after that, then we'll just go round robin as to who answers next. And really, the first question, or the first questions are, you know, what do you love to do? And then the other question from that is, what don't you love to do in your work? And I want you all to be really, really honest with this. You know, for me, I love standing up and presenting in front of a group of people. I don't love the detail. I love reading numbers. I don't love doing numbers. I don't love capturing all the data. So I'm not very detailed from that. But if you put me in front of an audience and I get to deliver my passion, I love that. So Jana, from your perspective, what do you love and what don't you love?
Thank you so much for that, Miss Terri. So by the way, good morning. Good morning. So particularly for me, what I love when I'm doing my work is like, I'm really very detailed in some data. And I like working on the background, not like facing people. And also, I really love like being organized and like thinking. Like if ever someone is having a hard time with this thing, I really like a creative person. I really want to help. like that. So I'm most likely like I most likely love to work in the background than going in front of everybody. Like what you said, you love presenting, right? But I'm
Yeah,
totally like I'm not like I'm totally opposite since I'm introvert and I really love like on the background and giving ideas and something like that. Well, I it's not that I do not love like presenting to people. It's like I'm shy to do it.
yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
So you love the detail. You're the opposite to me. So you love the detail, you love the data, you're organized. You are definitely the opposite to me. You love to help. You're introvert, I'm extrovert. So the extrovert task for you, you don't love as much. The introvert task you do. So doing a lot. Oh, awesome. Perfect. Perfect. Thank you so much. Now, one other question for you.
Thank you.
Where would you love to see yourself in 5 years' time?
Oh, I would really love myself like seeing with you, like still working with you and being part of your family.
Perfect answer. Okay, let me just take a few notes. Thank you for sharing. That's beautiful. All right, 5 years. Okay. All right, Hannah.
Hi,
You are next.
Terry.
Hi, how are you?
Thank you. I am okay. Thank you for asking. How are you also?
I am awesome. And I love that we're on the same time zone too. Makes it easier. We're speaking at the same time.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm awesome. Thanks, Hannah.
Hi.
Okay. Do you have the questions or do you want me to repeat them?
It's okay. I already have it here. So, hi, Terry. Good morning. By the way, let me introduce myself. I am Hannah Abigail Canales. I took up associate in hotel, restaurant, and management. I work as a call center agent before. I have an experience in taking phone calls inbound and outbound, and I also have experience as a VA for a long time. I also tried working project based and part time as a virtual assistant for 1 year, handling different social media platforms. So I love more about is social media, meeting new people because I love talking to people. Yes, and what I don't not like, but I'm not into it is for email, but I am also organized, detailed also.
Okay.
Mhm.
All right. So where would you love to see yourself in 5 years?
Okay, so I would love to see myself working the same company, also with you, Terry, um having you as a family. Thank you so much. And also, I'm up for success. I think that's all, Terry.
Awesome. Thank you. Geez,
Thank you.
you know how to say the right things. Thanks, Hannah. Lovely to
Thank you
meet you.
also.
All right, Charmaine, you're next in my view.
Hi, Terry. So,
Hi.
your question is what I love about my job. So, currently, I am an international lead specialist. I am working for Jason Grossman as well. And what I love about my job, since I am an extrovert, so I really love talking to different kinds of people. So, yeah, I love talking and I get to know different kinds of people from different countries. So that's what I love about my job. And what I don't like about my job as well is that um, I tend to overwork, even though it's already, you know, exceeded my working hours because I don't want to, what do we call this? I don't want to disappoint my clients.
Yeah.
So that's what I don't like about myself because I tend to overwork just to just to impress my client and to hit the goals and tasks on that day. So and that I have less hours to be with my family. So yeah, that's the room for improvement. So that's something that I need to practice as well. So yeah, to be
Awesome.
honest.
So that's yeah, family is very, very important. We definitely need to get balance in our lives. I think that's one of the most important things and that's why I make sure everyone does have that. I always, anyone that comes to work with me, I've got one girl, Kat, that works with me, and her little boy comes up. Sometimes we're on a call and I say to him, his name's Sean, and I say, when do you have Sean time? You know, when can he get time with his mummy? You know, it's very important that you get that balance in your life as well. So thanks for sharing. So where would you love to see yourself in 5 years?
Yeah, so since I am a family-oriented person, I would love to see myself having a business of my own that I won't be able to overthink about the bills and everything. So yeah, and yeah, just like you, I am a mom, so I would like to see myself not being able to overthink about my baby's future.
Yeah, beautiful. Awesome. Thank you for sharing, Charmaine. I really appreciate that.
You're welcome.
Okay, Isabella, your beautiful smiling face right in front of me in the middle of my screen.
Hello, Terry. Good
Hello.
morning. How are you doing?
Awesome, thank you.
All right. So your question was what I love about my job. So actually, I'd like to share my experience first. I mean, first of all, my name is Isabella Diaz, and I
Yep.
am still a senior high school student, but I only go to school twice a month, so that won't be a problem. Yeah, so my experience, my very first job was with a client who's a business coach actually. And I worked for her as a VA, 20 hours a week. And I do her email management, calendar management, and all those VA, social media marketing, social media management, just all those VA roles. And then I also had a call center experience. I worked in a call center for also a year, and I was in charge of the sales marketing. And I'm co- I'm I am sorry, I am confident in answering and initiating phone calls also. And yeah, that's my work experience. So what I
Yeah.
love the most on being a virtual assistant is that I love interacting with people and generating ideas to produce the learning contents on social media. Just like example, on my free time, I love using social media. So yeah, that's why I love interacting with people, making contents, and just connect with people. And which I believe is a perfect fit as a virtual assistant. And I am also very flexible, and I love adapting new things, learning new things. So I also love being a virtual assistant because I can work remotely. I can work anywhere where I'm comfortable, and I am able to work, without pressure, without distraction, and that is, I believe, one of the biggest factor of being productive. So yeah, that's what I love about being a VA. And what I don't love is that I am, I sit down for long periods of hours, and then I look at the screen, and I don't think that's a good thing when it comes to health. But I think it's okay if, it's just an 8 hour work, because I experienced doing 60 hours a week of work as a virtual assistant. And that's what I don't like about it. But
Yeah.
but right now, I think I'm open to working 8 hours a day, which is 40 hours a week. So I think it's all right. That's it.
Awesome. Yeah, it's like I agree with you, like having too much time in front of the screen. So we need to have that little routine of being able to have little breaks.
Yeah.
Otherwise, at the end of the day, it's like
it's overwhelming.
Yeah, it's overwhelming, and yeah, we're not good for anybody else because it's like,
Yeah.
I just want to go to sleep if I've had too much
Right.
time. Yeah. So where do you see yourself in 5 years?
I see myself graduating from school and still working with what I love. I really love working as a virtual assistant because, as what I've said, I can work remotely and I'm comfortable with it. And I just feel like it's where I belong. I feel a
Yeah.
passion. I love my job. I love working as a virtual assistant. So that's where I see myself in 5 years.
Awesome. Thanks for sharing, Isabella. Appreciate that.
Oh, thank you, Terry. You're welcome also.
All right. Next to my screen in the middle is Leah Honer. Sorry, I'm sure that I'm not the only one that might mispronounce your name. Just tell
You're
me how to
right.
say it.
Oh yeah, that's hi, Terry. So that's Leona to pronounce, but I'm not gonna give
Leona.
you a hard time pronouncing my name. So you can call me Leah for short. So yeah,
Leah,
there's
yeah. Well,
there's a lot of people.
I will say to you, one thing that's important to me, people spell my name wrong all the time because most people see it as Terry because it's the common way to spell Terry. And I go, why
Yeah.
can't you just look, it's my name. For me, it's really important to get people's names right. So that's why I hesitate, but Leah is easy for me to
Yeah,
remember.
I think so.
Thank you. Yeah.
So yeah, my name is Leah, and I'm a mom of three. So before I share about what I do love and what I don't love, so I'm just share something about myself. So I'm a
Yeah.
mom of three, but I'm actually not with my. I have two daughters and a son, so it's the youngest. My son is the only one that's with us right now, and he is 7 months old. So the two daughters they're with my parents because when I worked in BPO industry before, that's more than 3 years. I worked in a different city, so that's like more than 6 hours travel from home. So in that time, I actually so need to work on site, of course, in BPO industry.
Yeah.
So my mom's the one taking care of my daughters, and then with the time that I need to like I want to take them back, so they misses the children so much, and then they keep on giving me excuses. So that my children is having her tooth and something like this. So I totally get it. They will definitely miss the daughters. So I understand. And right now I do have my son with me right now, and he's actually sleeping. And so
Very
yeah,
cute.
and just a little bit about my experience. I worked as a customer service representative in one of the BPO industry here in the Philippines, but it's for US-based accounts. First is a retail account, so that's calls, managing orders, payment processes, disputes, and all those stuff. And then second is a telecommunications company, which is T-Mobile. Of course, handling different or answering different kinds of people, frustrated customers with regards to their internet not working and all technical issues, payments as well, refunds. And then third is I was also a reservation specialist for all Hilton hotels. And as a VA, I'm specializing in social media management, such as, of course, Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, whatever is that. And also lead generation and also email marketing. I'm actually doing landing pages and also broadcast through different platforms such as ClickFunnels or MailChimp. So if you do have landing pages for lead generation or capturing leads and email addresses, can definitely help you with that. Also have experience when it comes to developing or improving websites. I actually have experience in creating one through Go High Level. That's also a CRM, and also worked with another CRM, which is what we call Go Follow Up. I worked with different clients with different businesses and niches. So real estate, also high ticket closer coach or mentor, and as well as, of course, fitness and nutrition industry, events and planning as well, and also someone who owns as well marketing agency. So different kinds of stuff. And when it comes to generating leads, you can definitely there's a lot of things, or there's a lot of ways for us to generate leads, especially in Facebook, creating content with call to action buttons and all those stuff, and improving your followers and also engagement. So I've done a lot of things such like that. And things that I love the most, I do actually love reading, especially those books, inspirational books with authors like Norman Vincent Peale, enthusiasm, something like that, all about confidence, and as well as I love speaking because during my college days, so I actually graduated with a business management course, and I do love speaking to people, especially during seminars and all this stuff. So, and not only through DMs and messaging, I love talking to people over the phone. It makes me more understanding, more open-minded on their different personalities and how do they respond to people, their cultures. And what I don't love, early I'm not good when it comes to numbers. I love seeing them, but it really messes my mind when it comes to solving and doing all those calculations. I'm not really good at it, and I hate doing all those solutions and calculating numbers. So yeah, if you do
I
have
rel-
questions, feel free to ask me.
yeah, I relate to you 100%. So numbers are a necessary evil. We need them.
Yeah.
We need to have them to know where we're at, but it's good when someone else does them. I agree.
Yeah.
Oh, where would you love to see yourself in 5 years?
I would really love to be a right hand, honestly, because being a right hand, it means that I'm actually doing, of course, not like a little bit, but more of what you're doing right now, like speaking to a lot of people and meeting, a lot of successful individuals, because it also, give us some informations and new learnings. There's a lot of things that we can learn on successful people. So I would really love to, be the one to be your right hand in the future, because that means that it's a possibility for me to be successful individual.
Beautiful. Thank you so much for sharing. I really appreciate
Thank
you.
you.
Awesome. All right. Now I've got to get your name right. Is it Audric?
Yes, that is correct. That is Audric.
Audric. Nice
So
to
yeah,
meet you, Audric.
yeah, nice to meet you, Terry. Good morning, by the way. So I'm just gonna be giving you an insight of myself. So my name is Audric de los Reyes. I'm actually still a teenager as well. I'm still 19 years old. But through experience-wise, I have almost 2 years of experience at a BPO company as well. The same with Leona. I did work with Hilton as one of the top agents as a sales representative as well. So I have insights on dealing with customers in different cultures, somewhat like that. So basically, I'm very good in taking phone calls. So what I do love the most is I do like to work, or I love to work something that is beyond my comfort zone. That is something that is unknown to me, since I'm a person who does not want to be stagnant. I want to grow continuously, since
Yeah.
there's still a lot out there. I'm still 19. There's a lot. There's a long way to go to know, to process, and of course, what I do hate the most. The same with you. I do hate numbers, but I do love to see numbers, especially cash flow, especially something like that. But and I hate being stagnant. I hate doing the same things over and over again. I do hate being on. Doing repetitive things. It's actually kind of boring, and of course, it no, you would not learn. You would not learn at all. And to process with you, to tell you honestly, 5 years from now, I'm just gonna be honest with you, Terry. Um, I'm still not.
Yeah.
I'm still very confused though about where on what is gonna be my future. But one thing I know is that I'm gonna be a millionaire. I'm gonna be a multi-millionaire. That is my main goal in life. So whatever it comes, whatever it is. You may be my mentor or my stepping stone to the near future that I may have. But yeah, to tell you honestly, I still don't know for now. But one thing I know, and my main goal is to be successful in life. That's all. And of course, one insight about me is, aside from doing numbers and doing what you're told to, and there's a difference between doing what you're told to and doing what you love to do. It's actually like that. Aside from talking with people and knowing them over the phone, I love to help them as well, creating impact on their lives, especially doing during the phone call. It may be a simple phone call for you, but you don't know where that phone call may lead. It may be a simple phone call of how are you, but you don't know what's the stress that is ongoing at that person's life, and maybe you'd be able to touch their life and make an improvement. So you'll be growing together as well as a family, as a team. So yeah, that's all I can say for now as of the moment. There's still a lot to process about me if you're gonna pick me, and we're gonna be knowing each other as well. So that's all I can say. Thank you so much, by the way.
Ah, that's fine. Is it a multi-millionaire in US dollars?
It depends,
what you're looking?
wherever it may be, whatever it may be. I
Let's
want to
look
be
at
a millionaire.
US. US dollars is the guiding currency for the world at the moment.
It's
So
at the moment.
it's the highest currency pretty much in the world. Awesome. I love your vision. And I love that you are so honest in saying you don't know at
Yes,
this stage, because being your age, obviously that's my stepdaughter, my youngest stepdaughter is just turning 21 and she still doesn't know. So it's no, thank you so much for sharing. I really appreciate that.
Thank you so much as well.
Thanks, Audrey. All right. And I think last but not least is Errol. Is that how I say your name?
Yes, Terry, that's correct. Hi, Terry.
Hi.
How are you?
You're the first one that said hello to me in the group, I think.
Hi. By the way, I'll introduce myself. I'm Errol. I was a nurse before I got introduced into the BPO industry and as a virtual assistant. Well, the things that I love the most is I love helping people. I love to make sure that everything is resolved there. Everyone's satisfied. Um, I just want to make sure that I have no other tasks since I have finished all on time. And also the things that I hate is just like what Miss Charmaine have said. I tend to overwork to impress my client or to impress my customers. And also, where do I see myself 5 years from now? Maybe I'll be successful and I tend to have my business while working with you as your virtual assistant if being selected. I guess that's it, short and straight to the point.
Yeah, I like short, straight to the point. I love all your stories. You're amazing. Thanks, Errol. I really, really, really appreciate that.
Thank you, Terry.
Wow, am I going to have a hard task in choosing? I'd love to have all of you. So obviously I need a bit of time to think through this, but for me it's like I really appreciate your honesty. You've obviously been well chosen by Jason and the rest of the team, and it's really good to be in front of such a good level of VAs as well. Just something I didn't share with you all, which I'd love to add in at the moment. I have got, let me just do my numbers because I should know this. There's myself, and I've just employed another lady who's a business coach, and she's going to be a facilitator for me, and also another coach, so a co-coach. So there's her. I had Kat. I've spoken about Katrina Kat, who is in my team, who was my lead VA. She couldn't really handle the role, so she's stepping back into a lower level role with less hours. She's the one with the little boy, Sean. So there's Kat. I've got JC, who manages one of my free groups and just chats with people in that. He also does friend farming or lead generation for me. With that team, there is Mish, there is MJ, and there's Renko, who I haven't met yet. So he was a friend of JC's. And I've also got John, who is helping out with admin as well. So I have already got some on my team. I will be very honest with you all. I am looking for someone who can step in to take over Kat's role of basically supporting the other VAs. Because I don't call you VAs when you come and work with me, because that's just a title that is given to you. You're my team and you have a position. So your lead generation or your sales or you're my business manager, meaning from not managing the whole business, but your team leader. So I'm looking for someone definitely to take over Kat's role as team leader and be able to support everyone in the team, because I'm not available 100% of the time. I'm available, but I'm not always there because I'm obviously presenting and doing lots of things. So just to give you a bit more thought around that for yourself as well. And definitely that people connection and the support with my clients, my prospects, that side of things too. However, the people that are in my team at the moment, some of them won't stay. So just because they're in a certain role doesn't mean they will remain in that role. So there's still openings for, so this could be, I'm taking on 2 initially, and then the view is to get my team right. I want my team right with the right people that want to be part of Team Terri. And that means that, you know, whether you said you love people or whether you said you love detail, whether it's now or in the future, if you're available, there still could be a place for you in my team in the future. So this first round is definitely, for me, is just selecting the 2 people that is going to help me move forward the best now. And it doesn't mean that you would know this anyway, because I'm sure this is not the first interview you've ever done. It's not a rejection of you. It's just, you know, maybe right now it's not the right role for you, but it doesn't, I definitely have got all your names, and I'll be coming back and saying, I want that person. How do I get that person on my team? So if you're successful to come in this first round, then that will be amazing for us. If you're not in this first round, I hope that you're available when I'm taking another intake so I can get my team right. So thank you so much. Naomi, over to you.
Well, thank you so much, Terri, for taking this time to get to know these lovely VAs. So guys, thank you so much as well for joining us today.
Thank you. Thank you, Terri.
Thank you, Miss Noemi.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Thank
Terri.
you.
Miss Noemi.
Thank you.
Thank you, Terri.
Right. I wonder, Terri, if you are able to announce now who you wanted to work with, or would you like to sleep on it? Or
I'll be 100% honest with you. It's really tough because I need to actually now look at, maybe I do replace one that I've already got in my team with someone on this team. So where I came in with the view is to look for 2 people that can sort of fit more into not the selling role of selling my programs, but having people that are engaging people to come to my free events and things like that. My thoughts, because of the explanations and what you said to me, is now got me thinking differently. So I do need to think. Leah, you're definitely a front runner for me. I will say that for you right now, just if I was to say one, just because of your level of experience. And I actually hadn't thought of the position. Then when you spoke to me, I thought this is something that could really work for me. You could come in and take over almost Kat's role, because Kat doesn't want to do that role anymore. So if I can announce Leah as being one, and then I just need to select the other. So I'm sorry.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Terri.
It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure. So it's so difficult for me because I want you all, like, you're all so amazing. It's a tough decision. So if I can have one day.
Yeah. Do you need the recording, Terri?
Yeah, I will. I'd love to listen to it again. I've taken really good notes, and I said I don't do detail, but I have taken good notes. But it's a compliment, Naomi, to you and Jason and the team for the caliber of VAs that you do bring in. This is amazing. And remember, I'm a business coach who has clients that needs VAs as well. So that's another opportunity for you all, because they all are looking for support in their business. There's opportunities for everyone. Thank you.
And we have a lot of clients lined up this week, so they would definitely get their own clients too. So thank you for your time, Terri. So we'll be waiting for your final announcement, okay? Just feel free to chat it on the mastermind group chat if you're able to do so. But I'll send you this recording as soon as possible.
Beautiful. Right. Thank you. Thank you.
Great one.
Thanks, everyone. Thanks. And welcome, Leah.
Thank you. Thank you, Terri. Thank you, guys. Bye-bye.
All right. Thanks, everyone. Bye.